Okay, third grade, it is Wednesday, the 1st of April, and it's time to do some math. Get your math notebook out, and please turn to your division term page that you've started, and let's go over how you did with your definitions. So I don't want you to cross out what you wrote. I want you to add to it. Make sure you have the main idea of the terms and that you are on track with what I'm saying, but I'm not saying to cross everything out that you did. I'm saying add to it if you need to, okay? All right, fact family. This is what I wrote. A fact family is a set of four related multiplication, that's what this means, and division facts that use the same three numbers. So what does that mean? If we break it down, it means that they're related like a family, okay, because they use the same three numbers in different arrangements, different order, okay? So there are two multiplication facts and two division facts, making four, that all use the same three digits in different orders. So if we look down at the bottom, there's an example of this. 2 times 4 equals 8. 4 times 2 equals 8. So those are the two multiplication facts, and we just flip-flop the factors using the commutative property, okay? And then here are the division facts. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. And we start with the dividend again. Remember, in this type of division problem, we always start with the dividend. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. So we've just moved those digits around, but it's the same three digits. So I'm sure that you don't have this example written down since I'm giving it to you. So at least add that to your fact family definition. And if you need to change the wording or add anything, you can pause this here and add to it, but don't cross out what you wrote, okay? So that's important too. All right, pause this if you need it. I'm going to wipe the board and we're going to do something else. Hopefully you wrote down your inverse operation definition. And the inverse operations that we're working on right now are multiplication and division, right? And really, as long as you wrote down that they undo each other or that they're opposites from each other, that's good. That's really all you need to know. So remember when we were doing division practice and then we were checking it with the multiplication? Inverse operations. They undo each other. They're opposites. Okay, so as long as you have something to that effect in your definition, you got it covered. If you didn't, then add that. Okay. All right. Okay, so today we're going to work on something called fact family triangles, and it's just another way to look at how these numbers are related and how they fit together in fact families. All right. So for example, I'm going to do one with you and then you're going to do some on your own. I'm making a triangle. At the top of my triangle, I always put my largest number. So in this case, it's going to be 20. And then on one corner, I have a 4, and on the other corner, I have a 5. So this is the first triangle I'm making. Can you please make that in your notebook? And this is your first example, okay? Now, out of this triangle, we should be able to get 4 different fact family, 2 division and 2 multiplication problems using these 3 digits. If fact family definition is correct, that's what we should be able to do. So let's start with the 2 multiplication, and then we'll do the 2 division. And this is what you're going to do in your notebook, okay? So if I look at my triangle and I go 4 times 5 equals 20, that's correct. So I'm going to write that, okay? 4 times 5 equals 20. All right. Well, what about 5 times 4? Yep, that equals 20. So let's write that. 5 times 4 equals 20. Now, here's the trick. We flip-flop our factors. We're good on the multiplication fact family. Now we need the division part. The trick with this is to always remember to start with the dividend, which is the largest number at the top of our triangle. If you put the largest number at the top of your triangle, you'll always be good. So let's start with the 20 as our first digit in our division problems. I'm going to set them both up. Okay? So I'm going to start with 20 and 20 for both my division problems. And I'll add my division sign, like that. See what I'm doing? Just taking the biggest number, starting with the dividend. And then we can go like this. 20 divided by 4 equals 5, or 20 divided by 5 equals 4. And then we just have to plug in the numbers, okay? So 20 divided by, I can't remember which one I said first, but we'll just do 4 equals 5. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Okay? So that is the 4 fact family problems or equations we want to put down for this triangle. All right? So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a list of multiplication problems. You are going to, step 1, make a triangle with the largest number at the top of the triangle. Step 2, write all 4 of the fact families for each problem. Okay? So 2 steps. I want a triangle. I want you to use the triangle and try it out. And then I want you to write all the fact family problems with it. 2 multiplication, 2 division. Make sense? All right. As I am giving you your list, get your notebook ready. Maybe what you ought to do is write down all the problems first with me, and then you can go off on your own and make the triangles and write all the fact families for each when you have room on your page, okay? So number 1, you're going to write the multiplication just like this. So your number 1 is going to be this. You will write number 1, you will write this, then you will make a triangle for it. 63 will be at the top of the triangle because it's the largest number, and you'll write 4 fact families for it, okay? That's number 1. I'm going to write the list so you can copy it down, and then, here, I'll pause it and I'll be right back. Okay guys, here you go. These are the problems you're going to copy down in your notebook. To do on your own, we have 7 times 9 equals 73, 9 times 12 equals 108, 6 times 7 equals 42, 11 times 12 is 132, 8 times 9 is 72, and 12 times 7 is 84. So just write these down, and then once you're good, you can go and start these on your own. Make a triangle for each and write the 4 facts that go in the fact family for each problem next to it, okay? So since you're writing this one down, that's your first multiplication fact. And then you need to do 1 more and then 2 division for each, okay? If this gives you any trouble, write down a note, bring it to our Zoom meeting on Friday, and we will talk about it, okay? All right, great. Good luck. I'll see you next time.